morning. The most news in the morning, period. Weekdays 6 Eastern.
Right, John, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Three little words. In this case, Joe the plumber can make a big difference if you're at SNL. And the writers, well, they took full advantage last night. But SNL is more than just a barrel of laughs. The show, some believe, has real influence and could even impact the election. On Wednesday, this from the real candidates.
Now, my old buddy Joe.
To Joe the plumber.
Joe the plumber's out there.
On Thursday,
Joe the plumber is a straight shooter and one of the finest people I've ever known.
Daryl Hammond is John McCain on what Joe the plumber means to him.
He's got a lot of good ideas on how to fix this economy, and as president, I'll be relying on his advice and expertise.
Saturday Night Live at its best.
First of all, look, I don't recall meeting the individual you're referring to.
As president, I would go after these bloated budgets with a giant hatchet and then use a scalpel. Or I might take the advice of my friend Joe the plumber and use a plunger.
What distinguishes SNL from other comedy shows are the dead-on impersonations of the candidates.
So they're coming to you and they want to talk about the issue.
Oh. Like I'm a conduit to Capitol Hill.
How does that strike you? It's bizarre.
It's absolutely bizarre.
Even more bizarre when actor and candidate actually look alike, like Tina Fey and Sarah Palin. Ratings gold.
Katie, I'd like to use one of my lifelines.
SNL's viewership is up 50% this season, and millions more watch on the internet. A large megaphone, an attentive audience equals impact.
They influence the politics of this country as much as any of the pundits on TV, and perhaps even more.
More than the pundits?
It is a phenomenon we all hope will not become an Olbermann.
To a certain degree, you do influence the way people feel about candidates.
I think when people actually get into a voting booth, there are 100 things on their list before what they saw on Saturday Night Live.
Perhaps, but in this election year, where anything can happen, everything matters. And Saturday Night Live brilliantly blurs the line between parody and reality.
Oh, and for those Joe six-packs out there playing a drinking game at home, Maverick.
Or get mavericky, as Tina Fey says. You know, SNL has been doing it for more than 30 years, and if for 1 second you think the show does not have an impact on politics, consider this. Back in 1976, Chevy Chase famously played Gerald Ford. The character was likable, but also a bumbling buffoon and a klutz. The truth is, the real Gerald Ford was considered a graceful man and a star athlete, but the parody stuck, and some believe it did cost him the presidency. Now, as for how the Tina Fey impersonation of Sarah Palin will affect the current race for president, well, we'll have to wait and see. One thing we can tell you, John, is that CNN has confirmed that Sarah Palin will be on SNL this Saturday night.
And I would suspect that Tina Fey will be there as well. And
I mean, yes.
I'm the two of them are already blending for me.
It's a lot of people get confused. Yeah, in fact, coming up on Monday, we're going to do a story on something we're calling the Fey effect. I mean, you know, the old saying is there's no such thing as bad publicity as long as they spell your name right.
Yeah.
Well, not so fast. More on that on Monday.
It would be interesting to see them side by side, wouldn't it?
Oh, it's there. I'm told there was a security sweep yesterday, and I've even been told about some of the sketches. All I can tell you is you have to watch.
Because she is a doppelganger for Sarah. It's incredible.
Dead ringer.
All right,
right.
Lena, thanks so much.